When your sky is gray and your sun's gone away, how you gonna be a happy leader today? Worry not, step this way, a better way of leading is within reach, you got this. And no drama needed, we'll put a spring in your step and teach you just what to say, and let go all of that stress in a sustainable way. So let's get this crazy show on the way.
This is The Happy Leader, the show that gives you the confidence to say what you want to say.
And say it in the best possible way. Hello, Andrew. Thanks for meeting today.
Hey, no problem at all.
I wanted to let you know that you're doing a great job.
What?
Judgment.
Okay, well, tell me more. I've always been willing to learn.
Judgment.
Useless feedback out of nowhere.
Okay, I guess I'll be on my way.
Just do better. Okay, you're doing great, but really not at the same time. All right, great talk. Hey! That's great. That's awesome.
I'm not having that, mate. Having a go at Nescafe? No way. Let me tell you something about Nescafe.
Tell me.
Nescafe is the #1 coffee drink. Nescafe is drank by 9 billion people a year, £9 billion revenue a year. Nescafe is the ultimate coffee. Don't you agree, Jan?
Nescafe is the ultimate power? Maybe. To fuel you.
He's having a go at me because I like drinking Nescafe. Everybody always gives me shit about drinking Nescafe.
The gentleman giver is a gentleman. Don't start like creating a feud here. I think that was a fair introduction of you, the communication guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, again, we got the quotation marks. Let's see if we can get the notes from last time.
Look, I'm sorry.
Powered by Nescafe. Yes, I am powered by Nescafe. I'm proud of being powered by Nescafe. I don't know what the clowns were all about. That's Pennywise, I think. It's like a skit. But by the way, well, the joke's on you, because I actually really like clowns. I think they're hilarious. I think they're very, very funny. So the joke's
very
on
jolly.
You.
Yeah.
They're very jolly. And
yeah.
I also like, I like the circus music. But yet again, yours was much better than mine. You got the power. We have got the power. He's not wrong about any of that, right?
I saw Beyonce on that sequence, and I have to say that. I'm gonna own this. Yes. What makes communication suck? Well, I think that we've all been in situations where communication sucked. And I think that one of the main misconceptions about communication is that it's a one-way thing. I have a message to tell you, and therefore I need to find the best way to tell you to make you understand. And I find that one of the greatest skill of communication is to understand yourself and to be able to listen to yourself, to like, what assumption do I have before entering this conversation, and also to the other person so that you can better strategize or position yourself to influence effectively.
Yeah, this is it in a nutshell, right? The word communication is coming from Latin, communicare. Originally, the meaning is to share and connect. So it's a dynamic. There's two people. By definition, there's two people. So when we look at communication, you need to think about it like this. Why do you speak? What do you want? You want the other person to listen. Why do you write? You want the other person to read. So any type of communication that turns the reader off, turns the listener off, makes them not want to listen, is self-destructive communication. That me aspect, yeah, you got your message, you got the thing that you want to say, but ultimately, that's not going to work.
Yeah,
that's not going to work.
I love that. I think it's so interesting that you say that self-destructive. You know, that reminds me of a client that I was working with, and she was a brilliant manager, and she wanted to influence up right? She wanted to manage up and
Yeah.
present her values and the value of the work she was doing to her boss's boss. And she was telling me with frustration, but I tell them the value, but all they talk about is numbers. And I was like, great. So what they care about is numbers. So what is the value of what you're doing in numbers?
In numbers. Exactly.
Right? So that's what they hear. Then let's talk in their language. Like, what is the language of the person you want to influence or you want to talk to? Because I think that's interesting. Like, because if you are a little bit stubborn in your approach of, I want to use the words that I'm using, or I want to talk about the human factor and I want them to understand this is self-destructing, as you say. Like, because you're gonna be right in your own world, but you're not gonna get to your objective of, having a dialogue and a dynamic with the other person.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. And it reminds me of there's a famous Joan Rivers quote, the great Joan Rivers, and she says, it's not that I don't like you, it's that I like me more. And I assume that all the time. They're always going to like themselves more than you. So what is their interest? I think sucky communication is so self-centered. It's coming from your interest point, and it's really not considering their interest point at all. I'll talk at them. I'll talk over them. I'll make my point. Okay, you can make your point, but it's not like delivering a letter through the envelope. It doesn't go in like that. Right? You need to give value. You need to share value so that they want to connect with you and get value back. So it's all about connecting with their interest points. Bad communication doesn't do that. It just doesn't have any hooks. It doesn't have any interest point connections.
Hey Jerry, how are you? Do you have a minute to talk?
Oh, I'm not too bad, but I'm getting a little bit stressed about...
Just say it. Just say it straightforward. Jerry, you need to work on this project and we need it by next week. Actually, I'll say it by Friday, so it just adds urgency. Great! Well, I really wanted to talk to you because we've got a big project.
Jen, I really don't give a damn about what you're working on, mate. I don't have time for this. I need to get out of this meeting as soon as possible. Oh my God, it's all there waiting for me afterwards. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's tired. Have you seen those circles? Ooh, but he's showing interest, so I'll add him to the Slack channel and I can just start bombarding him with updates and all the information, and I'll just push. We need to get this done.
I can't get it. I can't do it.
All right, so I'll send you the details and we'll take it from there.
Anything. As long as I can get out of here, I'll ignore all this until things calm down anyway. Okay, sounds good. See you later then.
Perfect.
So it's like one of the big problems is non-rational decision making. So what do we mean by this? It's basically, if you study philosophy, there's three types of decision making. There's rational, non-rational, and irrational. So irrational decision making is really easy to understand. We take the example of, for example, a gambling addict. Somebody who can't stop gambling, they keep gambling, they're losing their money, it's ruining their lives, or any type of addiction. Why do we do this? Why do they do this? Ultimately, they think because, the next one's going to be the big one. What if I quit now and the big win's just around the corner? This is irrational. Because if you keep doing things and it's increasing, the thing that you're doing is increasing the pain in your life. It's irrational to think that it's suddenly going to be the answer. So ordinarily, we don't want to be irrational. But the problem, we want to be rational. We want to think about the problem, analyze it, come with an effective solution, test it out right. But the big problem with communication, I find, is non-rational. So non-rational means we never really thought about it. All right. So we get a job in the office and we're going to be a auditor, write internal audit reports. And we think, well, I never wrote one before. I don't know how to do that. So your manager, your team leader will say, here's a pile of reports, read these. Okay, you read them, got it? Yeah, no, got it. Yeah, did you like it? Nope, not one bit. They were dreadful, but you got it, right? That's how we do it. Do the same, do likewise. So we just copy. When we don't know what to do, we copy. So they call this social proof in marketing, but why do I call it non-rational? Because it's always negative. We're copying what's always been done without thinking about if it's the best way to do it. Again, that's sucky communication. Starting your presentation with a sort of, hello everybody, My name's Andy. I'm the Corporate Learning Director here at ELC Consultants. Today I'd like to talk to you about our new training program. By the end of it's like me. What am I giving you to listen to? I'm giving you nothing to listen to, man. It's all me. So we want to avoid that me communication at all costs. We want we communication. We need to involve the other person and their interests, right? Hey team, welcome to this week's Bosscast. So today I want to tell you one of my leadership success stories. Now I know you've all heard this 100 times before, but don't stop me. I love the way I sound when I tell it.
I break bread with the Hennessy won't. They get scared when I blow my mic.
Welcome to the Gentleman Giver's Boudoir. Why are you here? Because you have just experienced the Happy Leader Show, the show which gives you the confidence to say what you want to say and say it in the best possible way. So what's going to happen to you now? Let me enlighten you. You are going to like, you are going to subscribe, and you are going to join the newsletter. Or else. And until next time, stay beautiful.